It was autumn in the small town of Brookhollow. The leaves on the trees had turned red and yellow. Some trees had already lost their leaves. The streets were quiet. The sky was gray and cloudy. A man named Elliott Gray sat alone on a wooden bench in Hyde Park. He was around 38 years old. He wore a brown coat and a scarf. His hair was messy, and he looked very tired. He wasn't watching the people or the trees. He just stared into the air. Elliott used to be a writer. 3 years ago, his first book became very popular. People loved it. He became famous. He gave interviews and traveled to many cities.
But now, he could not write anything. Every day he sat in front of a blank page. He tried to write, but no words came. His mind felt empty. He called it the fog. His brain felt full of fog, and he could not think clearly. As Elliott sat on the bench, he saw a little girl running after a red balloon. She fell down, then got up and laughed. Her mother smiled at her. Elliott felt something inside him move, but still no words came. He stood up and walked to a small cafe called the Blackbird Cafe. It was between a flower shop and a bookstore. The cafe was warm and smelled like coffee and cinnamon. "The usual, Mr. Gray?" asked Lila, the friendly waitress. "Yes, please," Elliott said. He sat by the window and took out a small notebook. He looked at the blank page, then closed the notebook again. Lila came with his cappuccino and muffin. She smiled and said,
"You'll get it back."
"Get what back?" Elliott asked.
"Whatever you've lost. Your ideas, your peace, your words. They're still inside you."
Elliott smiled, but said nothing. Suddenly, a young man at the next table spoke to him.
"Are you Elliott Gray?"
the man asked. "Yes," Elliott said. "I read your book last year. It helped me when I was feeling very sad. Your words gave me hope. Thank you." Elliott was surprised. He didn't know what to say. He just nodded and said, "That means a lot." The man left, and Elliott looked at his notebook again. For 1 second he thought of a sentence. He reached for his pen, but the words disappeared again. That night Elliott went home. His apartment was small, full of books, and very quiet. He sat at his desk, opened the notebook, and tried again. Still nothing. He walked to the mirror and looked at himself. "Who am I now?" he asked. He went outside and walked through the quiet town. He reached the old train station. It was empty and dark. He sat on a bench there. An old homeless man came and sat beside him. "You look lost," the man said. "I am," Elliott replied. "Where's your map?" the man asked. "I lost it," Elliott said. "No one loses their map. They just forget how to read it," the man said. Elliott looked at him. Was he crazy or wise? "Do you ever stop trying?" Elliott asked. "Yes, sometimes. You need to stop to hear the quiet. That's when the answers come," the man said. They sat in silence for a while. Then the man walked away. Elliott went home. He picked up his pen. And this time, he wrote a sentence. "The mind is not empty. It is just waiting to speak." That was the start of his second book. Months passed. Elliott kept writing, slowly. He did not force it. He wrote what he felt. He did not care about being famous. He just wanted to write. Lila at the cafe noticed the change. "Your eyes look different," she said. "Really?" Elliott asked. "Yes, you look calm now, not lost." He smiled. By spring, he finished his second book. He called it Empty Mind. The book was quiet and thoughtful. Not everyone liked it, but people who needed it loved it.
One day, the same young man from before came back to the cafe. He had a copy of Empty Mind. "You did it again," the man said. "I just listened this time," Elliott replied. In the town of Brookhollow, Elliott Gray found peace again, not by filling his mind with noise, but by listening to the silence. The end.